The air at Apex Innovations crackled. Tension hung thick, like a storm brewing. Dark clouds, ready to burst. For 3 relentless days, the boardroom on the 17th floor was a battlefield. Savantane engineers hunched over laptops. Screens glowed. Data flickered. They fought a failing AI algorithm. A $100 million contract teetered. On the edge, about to fall. Deadlines loomed. Heavy. Unforgiving. Tempers flared. Voices snapped. No one slept. Clara Bennett stood at the head of the table. Her presence chilled the room, like ice on glass. Her gaze was sharp, could cut through steel. Her voice sliced the chaos. Cold. Precise. 4 hours. That's all you get. Fix it. Or we're done. Her heels clicked. Sharp. Final. H step echoed. Like a countdown. She turned. Left. The door whispered shut. Silence fell. Heavy. Crushing. The engineers sat frozen. Sweat beaded on foreheads. No one spoke. The weight of her words pressed down. Suffocating. Outside, in the fluorescent lit hallway, Ellie Parker pushed a cart. Coffee cups piled high. Crumpled napkins spilled over. Half uit bagelsternstalen. Her red blouse clung tight. Too snug. But she loved it. Bright. Bold. Like a spark she couldn't quite ignite. Her black pants were practical. Worn. Her short blonde hair was tucked behind her ears. A few strands broke free. Rebellious. She was 22. A part-time receptionist. A college student. Scraping by. Scholarships. Late-night study sessions. Rent. Always late. She liked the background. Invisible. It let her watch. Without being seen. Without being judged. She noticed a man, lingering, near the boardroom's glass wall. He looked wrong. Out of place. Faded flannel shirt. Worn jeans. Scuffed boots. A thermos sat on the floor. Cheap. Battered. A small notebook in his hand. He scribbled. Brow furrowed. Hazel eyes distant. Deep. Ellie thought. Janitor? Who else dressed like that? Apex was sleek. Polished. Even interns wore tailored blazers. Shined shoes. This guy? He belonged in a garage. Not here. Long night? Her voice was soft. Almost drowned. By the hum of the air conditioning. She bent down. Picked up a stray straw wrapper. Offered a shy smile. Hesitant. Unsure. The man looked up. His face softened. A flicker of warmth. In those tired eyes. You could say that. Just dropping by. To see a friend. He nodded. Toward the boardroom. Where engineers argued. Voices sharp. A massive screen glowed. Red charts. Jagged. Angry. A digital disaster. Ellie tittelde her head. Her cart squeaked. Wheels wobbly. She pushed it closer. They've been at it. For days. Neural network crash. Sounds like a nightmare. Oh, he chuckled. Low. Warm. It felt odd. In the sterile hallway. Like a candle in a storm. Nightmares are puzzles. Waiting for the right piece. To click. Oh, she laughed. Soft. Thought he was joking. A janitor with a sense of humor. Nice. Good luck with mopping. I guess. She pushed her cart down the hall. Wheels groaned. She didn't know. This wasn't a janitor. This was Daniel Harper. Centreba. Millionaire. He'd built an AI startup. Sold it. $400 million. Adekadiago. Then vanished. From Silicon Valley's spotlight, now a single dad, raising Lily, his 7-year-old, his world. He was here for Clara, his old college friend. She'd begged him, just look at our crisis. No title, no fanfare, just him. Inside the boardroom, defeat hung heavy, like smoke. Marcus Tate, lead engineer, slammed his marker down. The whiteboard was chaos. Equations sprawled, tangled, like a crime scene. We're chasing ghosts. His voice cracked. Tee loose. Sleeves rolled. Sweat stained his collar. The model's overfitting. We're out of time. Engineers shifted. Uneasy. Laptops cluttered with failed simulations. Coffee cups littered the table. Some tipped. Brown stains bled into papers. Smudged notes. The LED screen glared. Center of the room. Charts bled red. Code cascaded. Wrong. Broken. A digital waterfall. Goneroge. No one spoke. Clara's deadline choked them. 4 hours. Not enough. Daniel slipped in. Quiet. Unnoticed. His notebook tucked in his pocket. He stood in the corner. Arms crossed. Eyes on the whiteboard. He wasn't supposed to be here. Not officially. Clara said. Just look. No payroll. No badge. No name on the guest list. To the engineers, he was nothing. A shadow. A guy who'd mop the floor. Not solve their crisis. Marcus spots it. Muttered. Hyperparameters. Gradient descent. Loss functions. The team's solutions collapsed. One after another. Like dominoes. The algorithm was meant to predict consumer behavior. For a major retail client. A 100 million deal. But it spat nonsense. Overfitting. Underfitting. Vanishing gradients. A mess. The client was impatient. Done waiting. Ready to walk. Daniel's gaze locked. On the whiteboard. He tilted his head. Like when Lily asked him, why clouds don't fall. Why stars stay put. The equations were a jungle. Dense. Chaotic. But something stood out. One assumption. Buried deep. Pulling everything off course. A single thread. Wrong. He stepped forward. Boots scuffed the polished floor. He cleared his throat. Soft. But clear. You're using a static learning rate. And the room froze. Time stopped. Marcus spun around. Eyes narrowed. Face red. Who the hell are you? His voice was sharp. A blade. Cutting. Daniel. Just visiting. He moved to the whiteboard. Picked up a blue marker. Held it. Light. Like it belonged there. Mind if I? He didn't wait. Erased one line. Quick. Precise. Drew a curve. Dynamic learning rate. Smooth. Simple. Circled a misaligned parameter. You're forcing the model to learn too fast. It's like teaching a kid to ride a bike. Push too hard, they crash. Slow it down. Let it balance. And Marcus scoffed. Loud. arms crossed. And you know this. How? Read a blog post? Watched a YouTube tutorial? His tone dripped. Disdain. Mockery. Clara walked in. Her presence hit, like a cold front, sweeping the room. She cut Marcus off. Because he's Daniel Harper. The name dropped. Heavy, like a stone in still water. Ripples spread. Eyes widened. Whispers hissed. The Daniel Harper? The genius? Built a self-correcting AI? At 25? Sold his company? For millions? Then, gone? Marcus's face burned. Redder. His jaw clenched. He said nothing. Swallowed his words. The other engineers stared. Some curious. Some skeptical. Daniel stood. Unfazed. Marker in Halt. His thermos on the table. Battered. Loyal. Clara pulled a tablet. Heffinger's flu. Input Daniel's changes. Into the simulation. The room held its breath. 10 seconds ticked. Slow. Agonizing. Like waiting for a verdict. The screen flashed. Green. Bright. 92% accuracy. 65% error reduction. Chart steadied. Red turned blue. Chaos became order. A digital storm. Calmed. A murmur erupted. Soft at first, then louder. One engineer clapped. Hesitant. Another joined, then another. It grew. A wave. Breaking. Marcus's jaw tightened. His eyes bored into the whiteboard, willing the math to betray Daniel, to unravel. It didn't. The numbers held. Solid. True. Ellie stood at the door. Frozen. She'd been called to deliver coffee. A fresh pot. Her tray wobbled. In her hands. The janitor had saved the company. In seconds, her heart raced. A mix of shock. Embarrassment. Awe. She'd called him a janitor. To his face. Assumed he was nobody. Just a guy with a mop. But he was. Daniel Harper. Her eyes met his. Across the room, he gave a shrug. Small. Sheepish. Like he hadn't just rewritten fate. Like he didn't mean to cause a scene. The meeting broke. Engineers buzzed. Voices overlapped. Laptops snapped shut. Papers shuffled. Relief mixed with resentment. Some clapped Daniel's shoulder. Others glared. Marcus stormed out. His footsteps heavy. Angry. The door slammed. Echoed. Ellie stayed. Her tray still in hand. Coffee untouched. She felt out of place. Small. But her eyes lingered. On the whiteboard. On Daniel's curve. Simple. Elegant. Like a secret unlocked. Clara's voice cut through. Daniel? A word. She nodded toward the hallway. Then glanced at Ellie. Miss Parker. Stay. Ellie's stomach flipped. Her? Why? She set the tray down. Hands shaky. Picked up her notepad. Clutched it. Like a shield. Daniel nodded at her. You okay? His voice was soft. Steady. Yeah. She swallowed. Just surprised? He chuckled. Join the club. He followed Clara. Ellie trailed behind. Her steps hesitant, unsure. The hallway was quiet. Glass walls reflected her face. Pale. Nervous. She didn't belong here. Did she? Clara stopped, turned. Her eyes locked on Ellie. You were in there? When Daniel spoke, why did you stay? Ellie fumbled. Her notepad crinkled. I don't know. It felt important, like something was happening. Clara nodded. Slow, her face unreadable. It was. She leaned closer. Voice low. He's coming back. Tomorrow, 10 hours a.m. Meeting. Be there. Bring coffee if you want. But stay. Ellie's eyes widened. Me? Why? You saw him? Clara's voice was firm. Not unkind. Before anyone else. You talked to him. Thought he was a janitor. And you still listened. That's not nothing. Ellie's cheeks burned. She nodded. Words stuck. Okay. Clara turned to Daniel. You. My office. Now. He grinned. Yes. Mom. He looked at Ellie. Winked. See you tomorrow. Coffee girl. M. She laughed. Shaky. See you, janitor. M. He chuckled. Walked away. His boots echoed. Soft. Sure. Ellie stood. Alone. Her notepad heavy. She opened it. Scribbled. See what others miss. Daniel's words. From the hallway. Nightmares are puzzles. She underlined them. Her heart raced. She was scared, but alive. For the first time, in a long time, Daniel sat in his truck. Outside Apex. The engine was off. The cab was quiet. His thermos sat in the cup holder, half empty. His notebook lay open. Pages crinkled. Math. Ideas. A doodle of Lily's dragon. Sparkly. Messy. He rubbed his eyes. Tired. The day had been long. Too long. Lily's school play was tonight. He'd promised to be there, to clap loudest. She was a tree. A glorious tree. Her arms would wave. Her smile would glow. He couldn't miss it. But Apex lingered. In his mind, the whiteboard, the equations, the spark. When he saw the mistake, the solution, it felt good, alive. Like a part of him woke up, a part he'd buried. Years ago, when he left tech, when Lily became his world, after his wife, after the loss, he'd walked away from the spotlight, from the chaos, to raise her, to be steady for her. Clara's words echoed. We need you. Full time. He didn't want it. Did he? Tech was a grinder. It chewed dreams, spat out husks. He'd seen it, lived it. But that curve, that fix, 10 seconds. And everything changed. The room clapped. Ellie watched, her eyes wide. She'd seen him. Not the legend. Not the janitor. Just him. It mattered. More than he expected. He grabbed his thermos, his notebook, stepped out. The air was cool. City lights blinked. He walked to his apartment. Small. Cozy. Cluttered with life. Lily's drawings taped to the fridge. A Lego dragon on the table. Books stacked high. Coding manuals. Picture books. A guitar in the corner. Dusty. Untouched. He missed it. Missed simpler days. Lily ran to him. Daddy. Her pink backpack bounced. Glitter spilled. She hugged his legs. You fixed their robot brain? He laughed. Knut. Sort of. Compass. He ruffled her hair. How's my tree? Wiggly. She waved her arms. Giggled. You gonna clap loud? Loudest. He stood. Let's get you ready. She grabbed her costume. Green. Sparkly. He helped her. Teed ribbons. Fixed glitter. His heart warmed. This was why. Why he left tech. Why he stayed simple. For her. His compass. Ellie's apartment was a shoebox. One window. Peeling paint. Textbooks piled on a wobbly table. Her laptop glowed. A coding assignment half done. She sat on her bed, legs crossed. Coffee mug, cold. Her notepad open. See what others miss. Daniel's words. His calm. His truth. She envied it. She'd always been quiet. Small. Afraid to stand out. Too big. Too loud. Too much. But today, Clara saw her. Daniel saw her. Maybe she wasn't nothing. She typed a line of code, erased it, tried again. It worked. A small win. She smiled, sipped her coffee. Cold. Bitter. Thought of Daniel. His thermos. His grin. Anyone can. If they look. She wanted to believe it. Wanted to try. Her phone buzzed. Her mom. You okay? On. Rent's due. Ellie's stomach twisted. She typed, I'm fine. Got it covered. Ali. But easier. Her second job waitressing gave her nights. But Apex. This was different. A chance. To grow. To be. She opened her notepad. Wrote. Puzzles. Truth. Underlined them. Clara's words echoed. You saw him. That's not nothing. Ellie's heart lifted. She wasn't invisible. Not today. She typed another line. Code flowed. She was slow, but learning. Her laptop pinged. An email. From Clara. Miss Parker. 10 hours a.m. Tomorrow. Observation role. Learn. Listen. You're more than coffee. Ellie's breath caught. She reread it. 3 times. Her hands shook. Fear. Excitement. Both. Observation role. Her? She wasn't ready. Was she? She texted her mom. Got invited. To a meeting. Big deal. Scared. Her mom replied, You're enough. Ellie. Always. Tears pricked. She set her phone down. Looked at her notepad. Wrote one word. Try. The next morning, Apex was alive. Glass walls gleamed. Voices hummed. Ellie stood at her desk. Notepad ready. Pen steady. She felt different. Not invisible. Not yet seen. But closer. The clock ticked. 9:50. 10 minutes. Daniel walked in. Lily skipped beside him. Her backpack bounced. Pink. Sparkly. He carried his thermos. His notebook. He saw Ellie. Waved. Morning. Coffee girl. She grinned. Morning. Janitor. Her eyes flicked to Lily. Who's this? Lily beamed. I'm Lily. I'm 7. I like dragons. And glitter. Um, Ellie crouched. I love glitter. Got any in that backpack? Lily giggled. Maybe. Wanna see? Later, Daniel said. Meeting first. Right? Ellie. Right. She stood. Nervous. I'm observing. Whatever that means. Means you're learning? He sipped his thermos. Best way to start. Clara met them. At the boardroom door. Daniel. Lily. Miss. Parker. She nodded. Welcome. Lily tugged Daniel's sleeve. Is she the boss? Yup. He whispered. Don't tell her I said that. Clara's lips twitched. Almost a smile. Lily. Kids' room. Snacks. Crafts. Want to check it out? Lily's eyes lit up. Snacks? Lots. Clara nodded to an assistant. Take her. Make sure she's happy. Lily hugged Daniel. Be a superhero? Daddy. Always. He kissed her head. Watched hair skip off. His eyes softened, then hardened. Ready. The boardroom was quieter. Fewer suits. Marcus Tate sat at the front. His eyes cold. The whiteboard was clean, but the screen showed data, blue charts. Stable. Daniel's fix. Small red spikes flickered. New errors. Creeping in. Ellie sat in the back. Notepad open. Pen ready. She felt eyes. Judging. She didn't belong. Not yet. Clara spoke. Yesterday, we saved a contract. Thanks to Daniel. But the model's slipping. Errors are back. Ideas? Marcus leaned forward. We scale it. More data. Like I said. Daniel shook his head. More data's not the answer. It's like giving a tired kid more homework. They burn out. Marcus smirked. Your analogies. Cute. But this is $1 billion company. And it almost lost 100 million. Daniel's voice was calm. Firm. Slow down. Refine. The model needs balance. Not force. Ellie scribbled. Balance. Not force. She watched Daniel. His hands moved. Explaining. Like teaching Lily. Not fighting Marcus. She envied his ease. His truth. An engineer spoke. What if we tweak the loss function? Match Daniel's curve? Daniel nodded. Good start. Try a weighted loss. Priorities recent data. Like teaching a kid. New tricks. Build on what they know. Marcus rolled his eyes. More kid talk. Clara cut in. It works. Marcus. Try it. The team typed. Screens flickered. Ellie watched. Her notepad filled. Weighted loss. Ressent data. She didn't understand it all. But she felt it. The rhythm. The logic. Like a puzzle. She leaned forward. Absorbed. The simulation ran green. Errors down 10%. Not perfect. But better. The room exhaled. Clara nodded. Progress. Daniel. Lead the next phase. Marcus stood. He's not staff. He is now. Clara's voice was steel. Signed this morning. Daniel glanced at Ellie. She smiled. Small. Proud. He nodded. Okay. Let's do it. The meeting ended. Ellie stayed. Her notepad was messy, but alive. She felt part of it. Not just coffee. Not just invisible. Daniel stopped by her. You good? Yeah. She exhaled. Learning. Like you said. Keep looking. He tapped her notepad. You'll see it. She nodded. Believed him. For the first time, she felt enough. The morning sun spilled through Apex Innovation's glass lobby. It was too bright. Too clean. Ellie Parker stood behind the reception desk. Her red blouse was ironed today. Still tight. Her black pants felt stiff. Her short blonde hair was pinned back. A few strands rebelled. She tapped a pen on the counter. Her eyes flicked to the elevators. Waiting. For what? She wasn't sure. Daniel Harper's face lingered in her mind. His grin. His shrug. The way he'd solved a $100 million problem. Like it was nothing. Like he was just helping. She'd replayed it all night. Couldn't sleep? His words stuck. Anyone can. If they look. Was it true? Could she? Ellie? The receptionist? The girl who spilled coffee? Who forgot names? Who felt too big in every room? Could she see what others missed? Her pen tapped faster. Doubt crept in. Cold. Heavy. The lobby buzzed. We rushed past. Briefcases swung. Phones chirped. Ellie blended in. Invisible again. She liked it. Usually. But today, it stung. She glanced at her phone. A text from her mom. You okay? Phone? Rent's due soon. Ellie's stomach twisted. She worked 2 jobs. Studied at night. Still barely enough. She typed back. I'm fine. Got it covered. Ali? But easier than the truth. The elevator dinged. Clara Bennett stepped out. Dark blazer. Sharp. Her heels clicked like a metronome. She stopped at the desk. Her eyes locked on Ellie. Morning. Miss. Parker. Her voice was crisp. Not unkind. Just distant. Morning. Miss Bennett. Ellie forced a smile. Her pain still. Anything I can do? Clara paused. Her gaze softened. Just a fraction. You were in the boardroom yesterday. With Daniel Harper. Ellie's cheeks burned. I just brought coffee. You stayed? Clara's tone was curious. Not accusing. Why? Ellie fumbled. I don't know. It felt important. Clara nodded. Slow. It was. She leaned closer. Her voice lowered. He's coming back today. Meeting at 10. Be there. Bring coffee if you want. But stay. Ellie blinked. Me? Why? You saw something. In him. Before anyone else. Clara straightened. That's not nothing. She walked away. Her heels echoed. Ellie stood frozen. Her heart raced. A meeting? With Daniel? With Clara? She wasn't ready. She was nobody. Just Ellie. The clock ticked. 9 hours, 45. Ellie grabbed a coffee tray. Her hands shook. She smoothed her blouse, tucked a strand of hair, breathed deep. The boardroom was up 17 floors. She could do this. Maybe. Daniel Harper sat in his truck, parked outside Apex. The engine was off. The cab was quiet. His thermos sat in the cup holder, half empty. His notebook lay on the passenger seat, pages crinkled, full of scribbles, math, ideas, a doodle of Lily's dragon. He rubbed his eyes, tired. He hadn't slept much. Lily's school play ran late. She'd been a tree, a glorious tree. Her arms waved. Her smile glowed. He'd clapped loudest. As promised, now he was here, back at Apex. Clara's words echoed. We need you. Full time. He didn't want it. Did he? The tech world was a grinder. It chewed up dreams, spat out husks. He'd left for a reason. Lily. His compass. His reason to breathe. But yesterday, the whiteboard, the math, the spark, it felt good. Alive. Like a part of him woke up. He glanced at his phone. A photo of Lily. Gap-toothed grin. Glitter on her cheeks. She'd said, Daddy, you fixed their robot brain? He'd laughed. Sort of. She'd hugged him. Tight. You're my superhero. But don't forget pancakes. He smiled now. His chest warmed. For her, he'd consider it. For her, he'd face the suits. The egos. The chaos. He grabbed his thermos. His notebook. Stepped out. His flannel was wrinkled. Jeans faded. Boots scuffed. He didn't care. This wasn't about impressing. It was about truth. About seeing. He walked into the lobby. Saw Ellie at the desk. Her red blouse stood out. Like a flame. She looked nervous. Tapping a pen. He waved. Small. Friendly. Her eyes lit up. You're back. Endo couldn't resist Clara's charm. He grinned. Leaned on the desk. You okay? Look like you saw a ghost. Endo, she laughed. Shaky. Clara invited me. To a meeting. With you. Endo, his brows rose. Yeah? That's new. You in? I don't know why. I'm just the coffee girl. Endo, he tilted his head. Yesterday, you were more. You saw me. Not the legend. Not the janitor. Just me. Endo, her cheeks flushed. I feel out of place. Endo, welcome to my world. He chuckled. Come on. We'll face the suits together. She nodded. Grabbed her tray. Followed him to the elevator. Her heart pounded. But his calm, it steadied her. Like an anchor. The boardroom was packed. Engineers. Executives. Marcus Tate at the head. His tea was tight today. His eyes sharper. The whiteboard was clean. But the LED screen still glowed. Blue charts now. Stable. Thanks to Daniel. The air felt different. Less panic. More tension. A new kind. Waiting. Watching. Clara stood at the front. Her blazer was navy now. Steel sharp. Thank you for coming. Her voice was clear. Yesterday, we saved a contract. Because of one man. She nodded at Daniel. He sat near the back. Flannel out of place among suits. Danielle Harper. He saw what we missed. Oh. Murmurs rippled. Some nodded. Others didn't. Marcus's jaw twitched. He leaned forward. With respect, Clara. Mr. Harper's input was valuable, but we need structure, process, not freelancers. Uh, Daniel stayed quiet. His thermos sat on the table. He tapped it. Once, twice. Ellie sat beside him. Her coffee tray was empty. She clutched a notepad. Her paint shook. She felt eyes on her. Why was she here? She didn't belong. Clara's gaze hardened. Structure failed us. Marcus. 3 days. Millions spent. No answers. Daniel walked in. 10 seconds. Problem solved. Marcus bristled. He got lucky. Lucky? Clara's voice was ice. He rewrote our learning rate. Fixed our parameters. That's not luck. That's genius. And Daniel raised a hand. Calm. Can I say something? All eyes turned. He stood. Slow. I'm not here to steal anyone's job. Or break your process. I saw a mistake. I pointed it out. That's it. N. Marcus scoffed. You're not even on staff. N. Exactly. Daniel's voice was steady. No title. No BS. Just eyes. Looking at the math. You were too close. Missed the obvious. N. The room stilled. An engineer coughed. Another nodded. Marcus's face reddened. We have degrees. Experience. You dropped out. Danielle smiled. Small. Dropped out to raise my daughter. Doesn't mean I stopped thinking. Oh, Ellie watched. He paint still. He was calm. Sure. Like he'd faced worse than Marcus's ego. She scribbled a note. He's not afraid. Her heart lifted. Maybe she could be like that. Someday, Clara stepped in. We're offering Daniel a role. Innovation catalyst. Flexible terms. He'll guide us, not replace you. Oh. Murmurs grew. Some excited. Some sore. Marcus leaned back. Arms crossed. And if he says no, all eyes on Daniel. He rubbed his neck. Looked at Ellie. She gave a tiny nod. Like, you can do this. He exhaled. I'll try it. Short term. For Lily, my daughter. She deserves a dad who doesn't hide. I be. Clara nodded. Good. Start tomorrow. Bring Lily if you need. I be. Marcus stood. This is a mistake. He walked out. The door slammed. Silence fell. Ellie whispered. He's intense. Daniel chuckled. He's scared. Thinks I'm taking his spot. Are you? Her eyes were wide. Nah. I just want to help. And get home for bedtime stories. End quote. She smiled. Warm. You're a good dad. End quote. Trying. He winked. You sticking around? Clara said to stay. She shrugged. Still don't know why. End quote. You'll figure it out. He stood. Grabbed his thermos. See you tomorrow. Coffee girl. End quote. She laughed. See you. Janitor. End quote. He grinned. Walked out. Ellie stayed. Her notepad was full. Doodles. Notes. See what others miss. She underlined it. Twice. Daniel's apartment was small. Cozy. Cluttered with life. Lily's drawings taped to the fridge. A Lego dragon on the table. Books stacked high. Coding manuals. Picture books. A worn guitar in the corner. The air smelled of popcorn. Burnt. Lily sat on the couch. Her Galaxy hoodie was too big. Her curls bounced. She held a juice box. Daddy, you're famous now? He laughed. Sat beside her. Not famous. Just noticed. She tilted her head. You fixed their robot brain? That's cool. Cool. Huh? He ruffled her hair. What's cooler, that or your tree dance last night? She giggled. Tree dance. I was wiggly. The wiggliest. He pulled her close. What do you think? Should I work there? With the robot brains? She sipped her juice. Thought hard. Do they have snacks? He chuckled. Probably. Then yes. But don't forget pancakes. Or me. Never. He kissed her forehead. You're my compass. Kid. She yawned. What's a compass? Something that shows the way. Even when you're lost. She nodded. Serious. I'm your compass. You're my superhero. His throat tightened. Deal. He tucked her in later. Her room was tiny. Glow-in-the-dark stars on the ceiling. A stuffed dragon by her pillow. She whispered, Daddy, will you be happy there? He paused. I'll try. Lil. For you. She smiled. Closed her eyes. He watched her sleep. His heart ached. For her. For the life he wanted to build. Apex was a risk. But maybe a chance. To be more. To show her. Anything was possible. Ellie's studio apartment was a shoebox. One window. Peeling paint. Textbooks piled on a wobbly table. Her laptop glowed. A coding assignment half done. She sat cross-legged on the bed. Her red blouse hung on a chair. She wore an old t-shirt now. Faded. Comfortable. Her phone buzzed. Another text from her mom. Proud of you. Ellie. Keep going. She didn't reply. Pride felt far away. She opened her notepad. From the meeting. See what others miss. Daniel's words. His calm. His truth. She envied it. She'd always been quiet. Afraid to stand out. Too big. Too loud. Too much. But today, Clara saw her. Daniel saw her. Maybe she wasn't nothing. She typed a line of code. Erased it. Tried again. It worked. A small win. She smiled. Grabbed a coffee mug. Cold dregs inside. She sipped anyway. Thought of Daniel. His thermos. His grin. Anyone can. If they look, she wanted to believe it. Wanted to try. Her laptop pinged. An email. From Clara. Miss Parker. Join us tomorrow. 9 hours a.m. Observation role. Learn. Listen. You're more than coffee. Ellie's breath caught. Observation role? Her? She reread it. 3 times. Her hands shook. Fear. Excitement. Both. She texted her mom. Got invited to a meeting. Big deal. Scared. Her mom replied fast. You're enough. Ellie. Always. Ellie's eyes stung. She set her phone down. Looked at her notepad. Wrote one word. Try. The next morning, Apex was alive. Glass walls gleamed. Voices hummed. Ellie stood at the reception desk. Her red blouse was back. Her black pants pressed. Her hair pinned. She felt different. Not invisible. Not yet seen. But closer. She checked the clock. 8:50. 10 minutes. Daniel walked in. Lily skipped beside him. Her backpack bounced. Pink. Sparkly. Daniel's flannel was the same. Jeans. Boots. His thermos in one hand. Lily's hand in the other. He saw Ellie. Waved. Morning. Coffee girl. And she grinned. Morning. Janitor. Her eyes flicked to Lily. Who's this? Lily beamed. I'm Lily. I'm 7. I like dragons and glitter. Ellie crouched. I love glitter. Got any in that backpack? Lily giggled. Maybe. Wanna say? Later. Daniel said. We got a meeting. Right. Ellie? Right. She stood. Nervous. I'm observing. Whatever that means. Means you're learning? He said. Simple. Best way to start. Clara met them at the boardroom. Her blazer was gray today. Still sharp. Daniel. Lily. Miss. Parker. She nodded at each. Welcome. Here. Lily tugged Daniel's sleeve. Is she the boss? Yup, he whispered. But don't tell her I said that. Clara's lips twitched. Almost a smile. Lily, we have a kid's room. Snacks. Crafts. Want to check it out? Lily's eyes lit up. Snacks? Lots? Clara nodded to an assistant. Take her. Make sure she's happy. End of Fru. Lily hugged Daniel. Be a superhero. Daddy. Always. He kissed her head. Watch it hair skip off. His eyes softened, then hardened. Ready. The boardroom was quieter today. Fewer suits. Marcus was there. His tea loser. His eyes cold. The screen showed Daniel's changes. Blue charts. Stable. But new data flickered. Small errors. Creeping in. Clara spoke. Daniel's fix worked. But it's not perfect. We need more. Ideas? Marcus leaned forward. We scale it. Push the model harder. More data. Daniel shook his head. More data's not the answer. It's like giving a tired kid more homework. They burn out. Marcus smirked. Your analogies are cute. But this is $1 billion company. And it almost lost 100 million. Daniel's voice was calm. Firm. Slow down. Refine. The model needs balance. Not force. Ellie scribbled. Balance. Not force. She watched Daniel. His hands moved. Explaining. Like he was teaching Lily. Not fighting Marcus. She envied his ease. His truth. An engineer spoke. What if we tweak the loss function? Match Daniel's curve. Daniel nodded. Good start. Try a weighted loss. Prioritize recent data. Like teaching a kid new tricks. Build on what they know. Marcus rolled his eyes. More kid talk. Clara cut in. It works. Marcus. Try it. The team typed. Screens. Flickered. Ellie watched. Her notepad filled. Weighted loss. Present. Data. She didn't understand it all, but she felt it. The rhythm, the logic, like a puzzle. She leaned forward. Absorbed. The simulation ran. Green. Errors down 10%. Not perfect, but better. The room exhaled. Clara nodded. Progress. Daniel. Lead the next phase. Marcus stood. He's not staff. Hell, he is now. Clara's voice was steel. Signed this morning. Hell. Daniel glanced at Ellie. She smiled. Small. Proud. He nodded. Okay. Let's do it. Hell. The meeting ended. Ellie stayed. Her notepad was messy, but alive. She felt part of it. Not just coffee. Not just invisible. Daniel stopped by her. You good? Yeah. She exhaled. Learning. Like you said. Hell, keep looking. He tapped her notepad. You'll see it. Hell. She nodded. Believed him. For the first time, she felt enough. The day blurred. Meetings. Code. Coffee runs. Ellie watched Daniel. He moved easy. Talked to engineers. To assistants. To Clara. Always the same. Kind. Clear. No ego. Lily joined him at lunch. They sat in the cafeteria. She showed him a glitter dragon. He laughed. Loud. Free. Ellie watched from her desk. Her heart warmed. She wanted that. That ease. That love. Clara called her later. Miss Parker. My office. Ellie's stomach dropped. She went. Clara's office was glass. Cold. A single plant in the corner. Clara sat. Her blazer off. Sleeves rolled. You did well today. Ellie blinked. I just took notes. You listened. You saw. Clara leaned forward. I want you in more meetings. Learn. Grow. You're not just a receptionist. Ellie's throat tightened. Why me? You remind me of Daniel. You see people. Not titles. Clara paused. That's rare. Ellie nodded. Tears pricked. Thank you. Don't thank me. Prove me right. Clara's voice was firm, but warm. Ellie left. Her steps lighter. She passed Daniel in the hall. He carried Lily. She was asleep, her head on his shoulder. Long day? Ellie asked. The longest. He smiled. Tired. You? Biggest. She grinned. See you tomorrow. Count on it. He walked away. Lily's backpack swung. Glitter sparkled. Ellie watched. Her notepad burned in her hand. See what others miss. She would. She'd try. For Daniel. For Clara. For herself. The sky over the city was gray. Heavy. Like it held secrets it wasn't ready to spill. Ellie Parker stood at the reception desk of Apex Innovations. Her red blouse was crisp. Her black pants pressed. Her short blonde hair was pinned tight. No loose strands today. She felt different. Sharper. But the weight of yesterday clung to her. Clara's words. You're not just a receptionist. Daniel's grin. Keep looking. They burned in her chest. Hopeful. Heavy. She tapped a pen. Slow. Steady. The lobby hummed. Suits rushed by. Phones bust. Voices overlapped. Ellie watched. Invisible. Still. But less so. She wasn't just coffee girl anymore. Clara had invited her to observe, to learn, to be something. Her notepad sat beside her. Pages full. Scribbles. Notes. Balance. Not. Force. Weighted loss. See what others miss. She traced the words. Felt their weight. Could she do this? Really? Her phone vibrated. A text from her mom. You got this. Ellie. Shine. She smiled. Small. Typed back. Trying. Her mom didn't know the half of it. Rent was late. Textbooks cost a fortune. Her second job, Waiterston Gate. Her nights. But Apex, this was a chance. To be more. To prove it. To herself. The elevator dinged. Daniel Harper stepped out. His flannel was blue today. Faded. Jeans worn. Boots scuffed. His thermos swung in one hand. Lily skipped beside him. Her pink backpack sparkled. Glitter everywhere. She waved at Ellie. Big. Bright. Hi. Coffee lady. Ellie laughed. Crouched down. Hey. Glitter queen. What's in the backpack today? Lily grinned. Dragon stickers. And a cookie. Want to share? Later. Maybe. Ellie stood. Looked at Daniel. Big day? He rubbed his neck. Big week. Clara's got me leading a project. Feels weird. Weird good? She tilted her head. Weird scary. He chuckled. Soft. Lily's keeping me grounded. Lily tugged his sleeve. Daddy, you're a superhero. Don't be scared. He knelt. Kissed her forehead. You're my cape. Kid. She giggled. Ran to the kids' room. An assistant waited. Snacks ready. Ellie watched. Her heart warmed. She's amazing. She's everything. Daniel's voice was quiet. Sure. He looked at Ellie. You ready? Meeting's at 9? Her stomach flipped. I think so. Clara said, observe. But I feel out of place. You're not. He leaned closer. You're here because you see things. Trust that. She nodded. Gripped her notepad. His words steadied her, like a hand on her shoulder. Okay. Let's do this. 1. The boardroom was alive. Tense. Engineers sat around the table. Laptops open. Screens glowed. The whiteboard was full again. Equations. Diagrams. Daniel's blue marker from yesterday. The LED screen showed data. Blue charts. Stable. But small red spikes flickered. Errors. Tiny. Growing. A new problem. Clara stood at the front. Her blazer was black. Sharp. Her voice cut through. We fixed the contract. Thanks to Daniel. But the model's slipping. Errors are back. We need answers. Now. Marcus Tate sat near the front. His tie was red. Tight. His eyes colder than yesterday. He leaned forward. We pushed the model. Like I said. More data. It's working. Daniel shook his head. Slow. It's not working. It's straining. Those spikes, they're stress. The model's learning too fast. Again. Marcus smirked. Your kid analogy. Harper, save it. Ellie sat in the back, notepad open, pen ready. She scribbled. Stress. Too fast. Her eyes flicked to Daniel. He was calm, hands folded, thermos on the table. She envied his ease. Marcus yet didn't follow him. Clara's gaze swept the room. Daniel, your thoughts? He stood, moved to the whiteboard, picked up a marker. The model's like a runner. Push too hard. It collapses. We need balance, not speed. He drew a curve. Smooth. Simple. Adjust the learning rate. Dynamic, not static. And tweak the loss function. Weight recent data. Like teaching Lily to tie her shoes. Small steps. Patience. On engineer nodded. Makes sense. We tried a weighted loss yesterday. Worked. Marcus scoffed. For how long? We need scale, not baby steps. Daniel turned. Eyes steady. Scale breaks things. Patience builds them. The room murmured. Some agreed. Some didn't. Ellie wrote, patience builds. Hepine shook. She felt the tension. Marcus versus Daniel. Ego versus truth. She glanced at Clara. Her face was unreadable, but her eyes were on Daniel. Trusting. Clara spoke. Run a simulation. Daniel's changes. Marcus stood. This is reckless. He's not trained. Not degree. We're betting millions on a dropout? Daniel's jaw tightened. Just a fraction. I dropped out for my daughter. Not my brain. Ellie's pen stopped. She looked at him. Proud. He didn't flinch. Didn't fight. Just spoke. Clear. True. She wrote, truth over ego. The simulation ran. Screens flickered. 10 seconds. 20. Green. Errors down 15%. Spikes gone. The room exhaled. Clara nodded. Good. Daniel, lead the next phase. Marcus, assist. Hi. Marcus's face burned. He sat, silent, his hands clenched. Ellie scribbled. Daniel leads. Marcus burns. She felt it. The shift. Daniel wasn't just a guest. He was changing Apex. And her, she wasn't invisible here. Not today. The meeting ended. Engineers left. Talking fast. Laptops snapped shut. Ellie stayed. Her notepad was messy. Full. She felt alive. Like she was part of something. Not just watching. Daniel packed his notebook. Looked at her. You okay? Look like you're solving world peace? She laughed. Just learning. You make it look easy. It's not. He sat beside her. I'm scared half the time. For Lily. For me. This place. It's a lot. She nodded. I get it. I'm scared all the time. Rent. School. Being. Enough. He tilted his head. You are enough. You're here. That's more than most. Her cheeks flushed. Thanks. You're not what I expected. Janitor turned genius? He grinned. You're not what I expected either. Coffee girl with a brain like a sponge. She laughed. Loud. Free. I'll take that. Um, he stood, got the check on Lily. Meet me at lunch? Cafeteria. Bring your notepad. Um, deal. She watched him go. His boots echoed. Soft. Sure. Her heart lifted. She could do this. Maybe. The cafeteria was loud. Trays clattered. Voices bounced. Ellie carried hair tray. Salad. Coffee. Her red blouse stood out. She saw Daniel. Lily. At a corner table. Lily waved. Coffee lady? Sit. Ellie smiled. Saturday. Hey. Glitter queen. How's the kids' room? Awesome. I made a dragon. With glitter. Lily held up a paper. Sparkles fell. Everywhere. Daniel chuckled. She's a glitter bomb. Watch your salad. Ellie laughed. Worth it. She's a star. Lily beamed. Daddy's a star. He fixed the robot brain. He ruffled her hair. Team effort. Kid. Ellie sipped her coffee. Watch them. Father. Daughter. So easy. So real. She envied it. Her mom was great. But far. Hirdel. Gone. Long ago. She pushed the thought away. So, Daniel, what's next? More robot brains? He leaned back. More tweaks. The model's better, but not perfect. Clara wants it bulletproof. For the client. And pressure's on, Ellie said. Quiet. Always is. He looked at her. You're in it now. Clara's got her eye on you. And she froze. Me? I'm nobody. And nobody? He raised a brow. You're Ellie. You see things. That's not nobody. And Lily nodded. You're coffee lady. That's cool. And Ellie laughed. Tears pricked. Thanks. Lily. They ate. Talked. Lily told stories. Dragons. Glitter. School. Danielle listened. Laughed. Ellie watched. Her notepad sat open. She wrote, family. Truth. See. She felt it. A spark. Growing. Afternoon brought another meeting. Smaller. Intense. Danielle led. Engineers listened. Marcus sulked. Clara watched. Ellie sat in the back. Notepad ready. The screen showed new data. Errors crept in. Tiny. Stubborn. Danielle stood. Marker in hand. The model's learning. But it's forgetting. Old data's dragging it down. Like a kid stuck on old habits. One town. An engineer spoke. Catastrophic forgetting? Exactly. Daniel drew a graph. We need continual learning. Small updates. Keep the good. Lose the bad. One town. Marcus snorted. Sounds like a theory. Not a fix. One town. Daniel turned. Calm. It's a fix. Run it. You'll see. One town. Clara nodded. Do it. End of quote. The simulation ran. Green. Errors down 20%. Marcus's face darkened. Ellie wrote. Continual learning. Keep good. Lose bad. She felt the rhythm, the logic, like a song. She didn't understand it all, but she wanted to. The meeting ended. Clara called Ellie over. Miss Parker. Stay. Um, Ellie's heart raced. She approached. Clara's blazer was off. Sleeves rolled. You're learning fast. I'm trying. Ellie clutched her notepad. Try harder. Clara's voice was firm. Warm. I'm enrolling you. Night classes. Computer science. Apex will pay. Ellie's jaw dropped. What? Why? You're raw. But sharp. Like Daniel. Don't waste it. Tears welled. I don't know what to say. Say yes. Clara's eyes softened. Provme right. Yes. Ellie's voice shook. Thank you. Clara nodded. Go. Learn. Be more. Ellie left. Her steps light. Her heart full. Night classes. Paid. A chance. She passed Daniel in the hall. He carried Lily's backpack. You okay? He asked. Look like you won the lottery. Clara, she's paying. For classes. Computer science. Her voice trembled. His eyes lit up. That's huge. Ellie, you're in. In. I'm scared. She laughed. Shaky. Good. He grinned. Scared means you're growing. In. She nodded. Believed him. Thanks. For seeing me in, always. He walked away. Lily's backpack swung. Glitter sparkled. Daniel's apartment was warm. Evening light filtered through. Lily sat at the table, drawing. Glitter everywhere. Daniel cooked. Pancakes. For dinner, Lily's favorite. The air smelled sweet. Comforting. Daddy. You like the robot brain place? Lily asked. Crayon in hunt. He flipped a pancake. It's okay. Helping people. That's good. You help coffee lady? Too. She grinned. She's nice. He chuckled. Yeah. Ellie's nice. She's smart. Like you. Lily giggled. I'm the smartest dragon. The sparkliest. He slid a pancake onto her plate. Saturday. Watched her eat. His mind wandered. Apex. Clara. Marcus. Ellie. The model. The errors. It wasn't just code. It was trust. Risk. Truth. He wanted to get it right. For Lily. For himself. She yawned. Bedtime story. Always. He carried her to bed. Tucked her in. Glow-in-the-dark stars above. He read. A dragon tale. Her eyes closed. He whispered. Love you. Compass. Love you. Superhero. She slept. He watched. His heart full. Ellie's apartment was dark. One lamp. Her laptop glowed. A coding assignment open. She typed. Erased. Typed again. It worked. She smiled. Small. Proud. Her notepad lay open. See what others miss. She underlined it. Again. Her phone buzzed. Her mom. So proud. Ellie. You're enough. Tears fell. She typed. Thanks. Mom. I'm trying. She meant it. Apex. Classes. Daniel. Clara. They saw her. She saw herself. Maybe. Enough. She opened a browser. Searched. Daniel Harper AI. Articles loaded. Gaños. Dropu. Millionaire. Dad. She read. Amazed. He was more than flannel. More than thermos. He was real. Broken. Whole. Like her. She closed her laptop. Looked out her window. City lights blinked. She whispered, I can do this. Believed it. For the first time, Apex. The next day was chaos. A client call. Urgent. The model crashed. Mid-presentation. Red spikes everywhere. Clara was furious. Calm, but furious. The boardroom was packed. Danielle stood. Marker ready. Marcus glared. Engineers panicked. Ellie sat. Notepad open. Pen steady. She watched. Daniel drew. Explained. The model's overfitting. Again. We pushed too hard. Bam. Marcus snapped. Your fix failed. Harper. It didn't fail. Daniel's voice was even. We ignored it. Rushed. Like I said. Balance. And poof, Clara nodded. Fix it. Now. And poof, Daniel drew. A new curve. Regularization. Add a penalty. Stop the model from chasing noise. Like teaching Lily not to eat glitter. Gentle. Firm. And poof, an engineer laughed. Marcus didn't. The simulation ran. Green. Errors gone. Client saved. Clara exhaled. Good work, Daniel. And poof, Marcus left. Silent. Fuming. Ellie wrote. Regularization. Gentle. Firm. She felt it. Daniel's way. Truth over rush. Patience over pride. After, Clara called her. Miss. Parker. You're in. Every meeting. Learn. Report to me. No. Ellie's heart soared. Yes. Mom. No. Daniel passed her. Grinned. Told you. You're in. No. She laughed. Scared but in. No. That's the best kind. He winked. Walked away. Thermos in hand. Days blurred. Meetings. Code. Errors. Fixes. Danielle led. Ellie learned. Marcus resisted. Clara pushed. Lily visited. Glitter everywhere. The model improved. Bulletproof. Almost. Ellie's notepad grew. Pages of logic. Ideas. Dreams. One evening, Ellie stayed late. Studying. A coding book open. Daniel found her. In the break room. Burning the midnight oil? She jumped. Laughed. Trying to keep up? You? Checking the model. He sat. Thermos down. You're doing great. Ellie. She blushed. I'm slow, but I love it. Slow's good. He leaned forward. You remind me of me. Years ago. Hungry. Scattered. Real. Hair eyes stung. You're not what I thought. You're better. He smiled. Soft. You're better than you know. They talked. Code. Life. Lily. Dreams. The room was quiet. Just them. Two sparks. Growing. Zaying. The client meeting loomed. A week away. Apex was tense. Daniel worked late. Ellie studied. Clara watched. Marcus plotted. Errors crept in. Small. Sneaky. Daniel saw them. Fixed them. But something felt off. A pattern. Deliberate? He told Clara. Quietly. Someone's tampering. The code. It's not random. Her eyes narrowed. Proof? Not yet. He rubbed his neck. But I'll find it. And she nodded. Do it. Fast. And Ellie overheard. Heart racing. Tampering? Who? Why? She looked at Marcus. His cold eyes. His tight jaw. Could he? She wrote. Tampering. Trust Daniel. She'd watch. Learn. See? Lily's school play was Friday. Daniel left early. Ellie covered his notes. Studied them. Solved patterns. Errors. Subtle. She showed Clara. These. They're not accidents. And Clara's face hardened. Keep this quiet. Help Daniel. And Ellie nodded. Scotted. Ready. She was in. Deep. That night, Daniel tucked Lily in. Read her story. Dragons. Stars. She whispered. Daddy, you okay? He smiled. Tired. Yeah. Compass. Just solving a puzzle. Don't get lost. She yawned. Never. He kissed her. Watched her sleep. His heart heavy. Apex was more than code. It was trust. Betrayal. Truth. He'd find it. For Lily. For Ellie. For Clara. Ellie's apartment was dark. Her laptop glowed. She typed. Code. Notes. Errors. Her eyes burned. But she saw it. The pattern. Small changes. Hidden. Meant to fail. She texted Daniel. Found something. Meet tomorrow? He replied. You're a star. 7 hours a.m. Bring coffee. She smiled. Slept. Dreamed of code. Of truth. Of seeing. The city woke under a bruised sky. Clouds hung low. Heavy. Ready to burst. Ellie Parker stood at her tiny apartment window. Her red blouse was draped over a chair. Her black pants folded neatly. Her short blonde hair was messy. Unpinned. She clutched a coffee mug. Cold. Bitter. Her laptop glowed on the table. Code stared back. Lines she'd pored over all night. Errors. Patterns. Sabotage. Her text to Daniel burned in her mind. Found something. Meet tomorrow? His reply was quick. You're a star. 7 hours a.m. Bring coffee. She smiled. Tired. Scared. Determined. Her phone buzzed. Her mom. You up? On? Big day? Ellie typed fast. Big. Scary. Found something at work. Tell you later. Her mom's reply was instant. You're my brave girl. Go get him. Ellie's chest warmed, but her stomach twisted. Rent was late. Again. Her waitressing shift tonight would cover it. Barely. But Apex. This was bigger. A chance to be more, to see, to prove. She dressed. Red blouse, black pants, hair pinned tight, no loose strands. She grabbed her notepad, pages full, scribbles, tampering. Trust Daniel. She felt it. A spark. Growing. Dangerous. Someone was breaking the code. On purpose. Marcus, maybe? His cold eyes. His tight jaw. She'd watch. Closely. The subway was crowded. Ellie stood. Swayed with the train. Her notepad pressed to her chest. Like armor. Apex loomed ahead. Glass and steel. A world she didn't fit. Not yet. But Daniel saw her. Clara saw her. She'd make them right. Daniel Harper sat in his truck, parked outside Apex. The engine ticked. Cooling. His thermos sat in the cup holder, half full. His notebook was open. Pages crinkled. Math. Code. A dragon doodle from Lily. He rubbed his eyes. Exhausted. Lily's play last night was magic. She'd been a tree again. Wiggly. Proud. He'd clapped loudest. Always would. But his mind was here. Apex. The model. The errors. Someone was tampering. He knew it. Felt it. Like a knot in his gut. Clara's words echoed. Proof? He didn't have it. Not yet. But Ellie's text found something. She saw it too. A kid. A receptionist. No degree. But sharp. Hungry. Like he'd been years ago. Before Lily. Before loss. Before he walked away from tech. He sighed. This place was pulling him back. The spark. The puzzle. The truth. For Lily. For Ellie. For himself. He grabbed his thermos. His notebook. Stepped out. Flannel wrinkled. Jeans faded. Boots scuffed. He didn't care. This wasn't about polish. It was about seeing. Fixing. He walked into the lobby. Saw Ellie. Red blouse. Bright. Like a signal. She held 2 coffees. One for her. One for him. Morning. Star. He grinned. Took the coffee. You look ready to crack a case. She laughed. Shaky. I'm terrified. But, yeah. Ready. Good. He sipped. Burnt. Perfect. Show me what you found. They sat in the cafeteria. Empty. Early. Ellie opened her laptop. Pulled up code. Pointed. Here. These lines. Changed last night. After your fix. They're subtle. But they break the model. On purpose. Daniel leaned in. Eyes narrowed. You're right. It's deliberate. Hidden in the regularization. Like planting a virus. Her breath caught. Who? He shook his head. Don't know. Yet. But it's someone with access. Someone smart. Marcus? Her voice was low. Maybe. He rubbed his neck. He's angry. But this? It's bold. Risky. She nodded. Scribbled. Virus. Bold. Risky. What do we do? Tell Clara. Quietly. Then dig. Find the trail. He looked at her. You in? Her heart raced. In. In. He smiled. Good. You're more than coffee. Ellie. In. She blushed. You're more than a janitor. In. They laughed. Soft. The cafeteria hummed. Life stirring. They had a mission. A secret. A spark. The boardroom was tense. Clara stewed. Blazer gray. Sharp. Her eyes scanned the room. Engineers. Marcus. Daniel. Ellie in the back. Notepad ready. The screen showed the model. Blue charts. Red spikes. Growing. The client meeting was days away. Pressure crushed. Clara spoke. The model's failing. Again. Why? Marcus leaned forward. Smug. We scaled too fast. Like I warned. Daniel shook his head. It's not scale. It's sabotage. The room froze. Eyes widened. Marcus's face hardened. That's a big claim. Harper. Proof? Not yet. Danielle stood. Marker in hunt. But look. These changes. Last night. They're targeted. Meant to break the model. He drew. Lines. Arrows. Code. Here. Regularization tweaked. Just enough to cause errors. Not enough to notice. Unless you're looking, on engineer, gasped. That's deliberate. Clara's eyes narrowed. Who has access? Marcus stood. Anyone in this room. Including him. He pointed at Daniel. Daniel didn't flinch. I fixed it. Why break it? To look like a hero. Marcus's voice was venom. Ellie's pen shook. She wrote. Marcus accuses. Daniel steady. Her stomach twisted. Marcus was loud. But Daniel was sure. Clara raised a hand. Enough. Daniel. Ellie. My office. Now. Marcus smirked. The room murmured. Ellie followed Daniel. Her heart pounded. She felt eyes. Judging. She clutched her notepad. Tighter. Clara's office was cold. Glass walls. One plant. Wilting. She sat. Blazer off. Sleeves rolled. Talk. Daniel leaned forward. The code's being altered. After hours, someone with high access. They know the model. Know how to hide. Ellie nodded. Showed her laptop. I found these. Last night. Small changes. They add up. Like. Poison. And, Clara's eyes flicked to the screen. You're sure? Yes. Ellie's voice was firm. New. I checked. 3 times. And, Clara nodded. Good work. Miss. Parker. She looked at Daniel. Who? Don't know. He paused. But Marcus, he's pushing back. Hard. And, Clara's jaw tightened. He's loyal. Ambitious. But sabotage? That's a leap. And, maybe. Daniel sipped his thermos. But someone's scared. Of me. Of change. And, Ellie scribbled. Scared of change. She spoke. Soft. What if it's not just one person? Clara's brow rose. A team? Possible. Daniel nodded. The changes are clever. Coordinated. And Clara stood. Paced. We need proof. Before the client meeting, or we're done. And Daniel nodded. I'll dig. Ellie, you with me? Her eyes widened. Me? You found it? He smiled. You're sharp. We need you. And Clara nodded. Miss Parker, you're on this. Full access. Report to me. And Ellie's throat tightened. Yes. Okay. And Clara's eyes softened. Don't doubt yourself. You're here for a reason. And Ellie nodded. Tears pricked. She was in. Deep, scary, real. The day blurred. Daniel and Ellie worked, side by side, in a quiet lab, laptops open, code scrolling. They traced changes, timestamps, access logs. Ellie's fingers flew. She was slow, but learning fast. Danielle explained. Patient. See this? It's a back door. Hidden. Let someone tweak the model. Without a trace. And she nodded. Wrote. Back door. Hidden. Who knows how to do that? Anyone senior? He leaned back. Marcus. Or someone he trusts. She frowned. Why hurt the company? Ego. Power. Or money. He rubbed his neck. Tech's dirty sometimes. She shivered. This is big. Yeah. He looked at her. You okay? Scared. She laughed. Shaky. But I want to help. You are. He smiled. Lily'd like you. You're brave. Her cheeks flushed. Thanks. They worked late. Lights dimmed. Apex slept. Except them. And the code. Ellie found another change. Subtle. Deadly. Here. Last night. 2 hours a.m. Daniel leaned in. Good catch. Check the logs. Who was here? She typed. Fast. Access ID. It's encrypted. He nodded. They're covering tracks. But we'll find them. Her phone buzzed. Her mom. You okay? Late night? She typed. Working. Big stuff. Love you. She looked at Daniel. You ever get tired of this? He chuckled. Every day. But Lily, she keeps me going. She nodded. You're a good dad. Trying. He sipped his coffee. You're a good teammate. Oh, she smiled. Felt it. A spark. Growing. Lily ran into Apex the next morning. Her backpack bounced. Glitter spilled. Daddy, I made a dragon ship. She held up a paper. Sparkly. Messy. Daniel Knelt. That's epic. Compass. He hugged her. Tight. Ellie watched. Her red blouse bright. She crouched. That's awesome. Lily. Does it fly? Lily giggled. In my dreams. Danielle stood. Kid's room. Kid. I got work. Oh. Lily pouted. Can Coffee Lady come play? Ellie laughed. Later. Glitter Queen. Wed. Lily skipped off. Daniel looked at Ellie. She likes you. Wed. She's a star. Ellie smiled. Like her dad. Wed. He grinned. Flattery won't get you coffee. Wed. Got my own? She held up her mug. They laughed. Headed to the lab. The lab was quiet. Code waited. Daniel and Ellie dug. Deeper. Logs. Timestamps. Patterns. Ellie found another change. Here. 3 hours a.m. 2 nights ago. Same back door. Wed. Daniel nodded. They're consistent. Sloppy. But consistent. Clara joined them. Anything? Danielle showed her. It's a pattern. Nightly tweaks. Small. Meant to fail the client demo. Clara's eyes darkened. Why? Control. Daniel leaned back. Someone wants the model to fail. To prove I'm wrong. Marcus? Clara's voice was low. Maybe. Danielle posed. But he's not alone. Ellie spoke. The logs. They show 2 IDs. Encrypted. But I can crack them? Clara's brow rose. You? Ellie blushed. I learned a bit. Night classes. Daniel grinned. Told you. She's sharp. Clara nodded. Do it. Fast. Ellie typed. Hands steady. She cracked one ID. It's Marcus. Clara's face hardened. And the other? Still working. Ellie's fingers flew. Sweat beaded. She felt it. The truth. Close. Daniel watched. You're killing it. Ellie. She smiled. Kept going. The second ID unlocked. It's Sarah. Senior engineer. Clara exhaled. Sarah? She's Marcus Protege. Daniel nodded. They're a team. Covering each other. Clara pased. We confront them. Now, Daniel shook his head. Not yet. We need more. Let them slip. Ellie scribbled. Marcus. Sarah. Team. Her heart raced. This was real. Dangerous. She was part of it. The boardroom meeting was tense. Marcus sat. Arms crossed. Sarah beside him. Quiet. Nervous. The screen showed the model. Stable. For now, Clara spoke. Cleed demos tomorrow. We're close. Daniel's leading. Marcus smirked. Hope he's ready. Backstage. Daniel nodded. I'm ready. Are you? Marcus' eyes narrowed. Sarah looked away. Ellie watched. Notepad open. Guilty? She wrote. Her gut said yes. Clara ended the meeting. Daniel. Ellie. Stay. Marcus left. Sarah followed. Fast? Ellie whispered. They're scared. Daniel nodded. Good. Scared makes mistakes. Clara leaned in. You have proof? Close. Daniel showed the logs. Marcus and Sarah. Nightly tweaks. We need one more piece. Ellie spoke. I can set a trap. Code a fake update. See who bites. End. Clara's eyes lit up. Do it. End. Ellie typed. Fast. Adekoi. Hidden in the model. If Marcus or Sarah touched it, they'd know. She finished. Looked at Daniel. Done. End. He grinned. You're a genius. Coffee girl. End. She laughed. Learned from the janitor. End. Clara watched. Good. Now wait. And that night, Ellie stayed late. Lab empty. Her laptop glowed. The trap was set. She waited. Nervous. Her phone buzzed. Daniel. You okay? Don't overdo it. She smiled. Typed. I'm good. Watching. You? He replied, tucking Lily in. She says hi. Ellie's heart warmed. She pictured Lily. Glitter. Dragons. Daniel's voice. Reading stories. Her laptop pinged. The trap triggered. 1 hours. a.m. She checked. Access ID. Sarah. Ellie's breath caught. She texted Daniel. Got her. Sarah. Trap worked. He replied. Star. Meet a 6. Tell Clara. Ellie leaned back. Heart pounding. She did it. Saw it. Caught it. She wasn't invisible. Not tonight. Morning came. Daniel met her in the cafeteria. 2 coffees. You're a rock star, he said. Grinned. She blushed. Team effort. Clara joined them. Show me. Ellie showed the logs. Sarah's ID. The trap? Clara's face was stone. We confront her. Now. They called Sarah. Boardroom. Empty. Just them. Sarasat. Pale. Nervous. Clara spoke. You tampered. Why? Sarah's eyes darted. I didn't. Daniel leaned forward. Logs don't lie. 1 hours. a.m. You tweaked the model. Sarah's hands shook. It wasn't me. Ellie spoke. Soft. Firm. It was your ID. We set a trap. You tripped it. 1. Sarah's face crumpled. Marcus, he made me. Said we'd lose our jobs. If Daniel took over. 1. Clara's eyes darkened. Marcus? Sarah nodded. Tears fell. He's scared. Of Daniel. Of change. 1. Daniel Sahil. Fears a bad boss. 1. Clara stood. Sarah, you're suspended. Pending review. Go. 1. Sarah left. Sobbing. Ellie felt a pang. Guilt. But truth won. Clara looked at Daniel. Marcus next. 1. He nodded. Careful. He's cornered. 1. Ellie wrote. Truth wins. Cornered. Her heart raced. The client demo was hours away. They needed Marcus. But they needed truth more. The demo loomed. Apex buzzed. Engineers prepped. Clara pasid. Daniel worked. Ellie watched. The model was stable. Thanks to their fixes. But Marcus was a wild card. He sat in the boardroom, smirking, ready for the big show. Harper? Daniel nodded. Ready. You. Marcus's eyes flashed. Always. And Ellie scribbled. Marcus. Hiding. She felt it. He was guilty. But careful. The client arrived. Suits. Stern. The screen glowed. Daniel presented. Calm. Clear. Our model learns. Like a child. Patient. Steady. It predicts. Accurately. Because we listened. To the data. Not the noise. Um, the client nodded, impressed. The demo ran. Green. Perfect. Applause echoed. Clara exhaled. Marcus's smirk faded. After, Clara called Daniel. Ellie. Her office. You did it? Saved us. Um, Daniel shook his head. We did. Ellie caught Sarah. Ellie blushed. You led? Um, Clara nodded. Marcus. We confront him. Tonight. Evening fell. Apex was quiet. Marcus sat in Clara's office. Arms crossed. Defiant. Clara spoke. Sarah confessed. You planned it. Marcus laughed. Cold. She's lying. Ellie showed the logs. She's not. Your ID. Her ID. Nightly tweaks. Marcus's face hardened. You're a receptionist. Stay out of this. Daniel stepped forward. She's more than that. And you're done. Marcus stood. You'll regret this. Harper. Clara's voice was ice. You're fired. Security's waiting. Marcus left. Silent. Furious. Ellie's heart pounded. Truth won. Again. Daniel walked Ellie to the subway. Night air was cool. You okay? He asked. Yeah. She smiled. Scared. But good. Mine. You were brave. He grinned. Lily'd be proud. Mine. She laughed. Tell her I owe her a cookie. Mine. Deal. He paused. You're changing. Ellie. Zing. Mine. She nodded. You too. You're not hiding anymore. Mine. He looked away. Trying not to. For Lily. Mine. They parted. Ellie rode home. Her notepad burned. Truth. Brave. See. She was enough. For now.